Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Yes, the reminder of choice that we all have. Remember, you get to choose how you're going to experience every single moment of your life. Every now. Oh, here's another one. Another one. Oh, here's another one. Another what? Another now. The everlasting now. Now is really all you've got. And again, what's beautiful is you get to choose how you're going to experience those nows. Now, I'm not talking about, for instance, the things that happen. No, I'm talking about the meanings that you give the things that happen. The meanings that you give, for instance, your results. The meanings that you give what somebody says, what somebody does. The meanings that you give about everything. And again, why is that so important? Well, because whatever that vibratory state is, which is feeling, remember, feeling is the secret, whatever that is the attractive force in your life. See, attraction is something that automatically happens, and attraction is dependent on vibration. Vibration is feeling. And what determines feeling? How you think. The mental movement in your mind is what shapes everything. See, it reveals that you are literally a mental being. It reveals that you can change any outcome of your life if you just shift what's happening on the inside. See, I was going through this book here. I love this. This is one of my favorite gems here. As Man Thinketh in combination with Out from the Heart. And these first few paragraphs of this particular chapter sums up exactly what I'm talking about for you. Now, remember, this has to do with you being able to change the results of your life. Remember, that's the outer world. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. And here's what's said by James Allen: the nature and power of mind. Mind is the arbiter of life. It is the creator and shaper of conditions. Oh, that's so good. And the recipient of its own results. It contains within itself both power to create illusion and to perceive reality. Oh, that's exactly what I was sharing with you. That's what's in mind. Mind is the infallible weaver of destiny. Mind. What's happening in your mind is the weaver of your destiny. Thought is the thread. Good and evil deeds are the warp and woof, and the web woven upon the loom of life is character. Mind, now listen to this, mind clothes itself in garments of its own making. As within, so without. Everything starts in the mind. And then he says this: man, you, me, all of us, as a mental being. See, that's who you really are. You're a mental being. You're not this human being. Yes, you do have a human body, and this human body is here to experience this physical world and to make things in this physical world. But remember, you're not a body with a spirit, you're a spirit with a body. So man, as a mental being, possesses, and what do we possess? Possesses all the powers of mind. You possess all the powers of mind, and is furnished with illimitable choice. You could choose whatever you want to think. Remember, thoughts are things. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are the magnets that attract to us the very things that we think. He learns by experience, and he can accelerate or retard his experience. He's not arbitrarily bound at any point. You are not arbitrarily bound at any point, unless you believe it to be so. But he has bound himself at many points, and having bound himself, he can, when he chooses, liberate himself. Think about that. That's something that you could do. Right now, it could be a fact right now that you're feeling stuck, that your results aren't what you want them to be. It could be a fact that you have made what you have to do more important than your reason for doing it, which means, oh gosh, you don't want to do anything. And if that's been happening in your life frequently, always remember that's not a fixed condition of things. It's not something that has to continue. Why? Because you can think what you please. You can think whatever you want. You can imagine whatever you want. And from there, lead to a change in the outer world of your life. Think about this for you, your goal, this idea here. So you've got to be emotionally involved with this idea. What's beautiful is once you connect with it, which means that's when you love it, that's when you become one with it. It's not like, oh, I love this, I love this. No, it's you love it because you've made it important. And once you connect with it, then next thing you know is you've released it. Why? Because you've consented that it's already done. Guess what starts to take shape in your world? The result, the outcome. That's how you deliver the change that you seek. Not by wanting it, not by forcing yourself to, oh my gosh, this is, no, it's by literally being loyal to it. See, that's what the love is. That's what it is. And you, when you're delivering outcome, if you look at anything that you have done, any outcome that you've done where it's felt effortless, it's because you've loved it. It's because it's something that you've connected with. And you know what's interesting? In most cases, most people don't even know that it's happening. But there's also a warning with regards to this because that can also be associated to negative things too. Remember, the subconscious mind will grow just as abundantly positive ideas as it will negative ideas. Whatever those ideas are that you have made important, that's what you love. And that's what shows up as the result of your life, the results of your life. Now think about that. You can make huge shifts in your life by intentionally locking into the idea with this beautiful connection of loyalty to that idea. And again, what's so beautiful is once that does happen, this this switch turns on, and you know what I'm talking about. If you look back on again the things that you have done where it felt effortless, and now all of a sudden you find yourself doing it, you'll find that that's exactly what you did. The whole point being is that it's something that you can do for anything, and you can do it intentionally, which is why we go over this stuff so many times to remind you of that. This is why we've been studying the Master Key System by Charles Haanel, which has been amazing, an amazing, beautiful gem. This next chapter that we're going to go over is now going to talk about money, how to attract more money into your life. We talked about health. Now we're going to talk about money. With that being said, if you don't have a copy of this, make sure that you do get a copy of this. And if you want to read along word for word with us, then get this specific copy with this cover. It'll be amazing for you. All right, so let's go into this, shall we? Let's go into moving into this. Oh, you know what? Oh, before we do that, I need to give, again, some congratulations to some beautiful people who opted in to what we shared at Emergence and who decided to step into becoming an Elevitality mentor. And those beautiful people are Ingra, Therese. Yes, I know Therese, you did too. And Jane. Congratulations. All right, so let's move into this, shall we? Let's go into this. Now, we went over this before. I'm just going to go through the tip of this in these sections. By the way, the page that we're on is 367, but we're going to go through these parts here, these questions, and then it'll lead into the part about earning more money. You know, how do you do that? It's not magical. It may seem magical, but really there's a science to it. But before we go further with regards to that, for those of you who are watching this live stream and would love to see this next part and experience it and use it, then go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. You'll thank yourself later.